Arnold's achieved a lot, and perhaps because he has a huge ego, you know, and
E aí, fãs de bodybuilding, eu sou o Roger e hoje eu tô aqui para vocês trazendo um vídeo muito interessante, que é um trecho de uma entrevista um pouco mais antiga, onde o Dorian Yates comenta a sua opinião sincera a respeito do Arnold. E bom, é com certeza um trecho bem polêmico, uma entrevista muito controversa, mas que eu tenho certeza que é um conteúdo muito interessante e que vocês vão gostar bastante. Então, se você já curtiu a ideia desse vídeo, deixe o seu like, se inscreva no canal para mais vídeos como esse. E se você quiser ajudar o canal com uma pequena quantia, o YouTube disponibilizou a ferramenta Valeu, que é onde você consegue basicamente comentar através de uma doação. Você faz uma pequena doação a partir de R$2 e assim você me ajuda a cada vez trazer mais conteúdos como esse, principalmente esses conteúdos legendados que levam um bom tempo para fazer. É basicamente isso e fiquem com o vídeo.
What are your thoughts on Arnold Schwarzenegger?
well, they say you've got anything good to say, don't say anything. So
We'll get that off the record.
I mean, let's be serious. Arnold has done more than any individual to bring attention to bodybuilding first through pumping iron, and then through the big mainstream movies and everything. So he gave the sport a big boost through that. So we have to be thankful for that. But honestly, I don't know him really that well. We had a bit of a he felt that he had to attack modern bodybuilding and myself as the leader of modern bodybuilding in the mid-90s through the magazines, and I did a reply to him, which he shot himself in the foot because he was criticizing myself and the sport and everything, and I just replied like, I don't know how he can criticize me or the sport because he doesn't know me. I've never met him. I've never spoken to him personally, and he doesn't know anything about the sport because he doesn't come to watch the competitions. He never goes to Mr. Olympia. Arnold does exactly what's good for Arnold. So at that point, he wasn't coming to the competitions, and I made the response in the magazine, and I think the feedback they got, mail-wise and everything at the time, was pretty much 100% in my favor. But some of that was for the movie, for the drama, for the camera.
Is there any of that?
The same thing is about saying, like, when you get a pump, it's like coming. There's fucking nothing like coming, man. If I'm under that squat bar, it's horrible. It's fucking torture. There's nothing like coming. Let me tell you, but, you want to sell it to the public? Arnold's achieved a lot, and perhaps because he has a huge ego, and there's a guy called Mike Mensa. I don't know if you're familiar with Mike Mensa. Mike Mensa and Arnold were big rivals, and Arnold won the 1980 Mr. Olympia over Mike Mensa, and it was very, very controversial because Arnold came and bowled up at the last minute and entered the contest when the rules clearly stated that you had to enter at some time period before, but the rules were bent because it was Arnold, and Arnold's friend was a promoter, and a lot of Arnold's friends were on the judging panel, and Arnold won the contest, and pretty much everybody in the sport knows and accepts that he shouldn't have won that contest. So it wasn't probably that great for him.
Okay. You never...
I mean, we're totally different, absolute opposite in personalities anyway. I'm an introvert, Arnold's an extrovert. I don't have any ambitions of conquering the world or making my next 20 million or 30 million in a movie or going into politics or anything like that. My goals now, I have my personal goals in business and leading a nice life and everything, but what's my main purpose? Why am I doing this interview with you now? It's to try and help other people along their journey. So Mike Mensa and Arnold had this rivalry, I guess, from there, and I was associated with Mike. I trained with him, and I knew Mike. And Mike told me, Arnold Schwarzenegger is very aware of you, and he's going to be really bothered because you're better than him. And actually, I couldn't believe it. I was like, come on, man, he ain't going to give a shit. He's done what he's done. He's Arnold. I mean, now he's in the movies. He's a big star. He's a multi-millionaire. He's not going to care about who's Mr. Olympia right now. And Mike Mensa said to me, trust me, you don't know him. He cares, and he cares a lot. And that became apparent because a couple of years later, I got the attack in the magazine.
Yeah. These dummy
that I can't, that I won't, that I fail, that I'll never make it out, yeah. Please tell me all the bad, never good, fill my head full of every single doubt, yeah.